On the 14th of October, border agents at Kyiv's Boryspil airport detained Azerbaijani opposition journalist Fikret Huseynli on an Interpol warrant. The journalist, who has political asylum in the Netherlands and even holds Dutch citizenship, was wanted in Azerbaijan on vague fraud and illegal border crossing charges. Now, Hussein Lee's defense is planning an appeal to Ukraine's prosecutor general to cancel the arrest and not extradite the journalist back to Azerbaijan. We're joined in the studio by Hussein Lee's lawyer, Dmytro Mazurok. To put the story into the context, what can you tell us about the history of Mr. Hussein Lee back in Azerbaijan?
Previously, we have to say that he's originated from Armenia. There he was a human rights defender and journalist too, but he was in a confrontation with Armenian authorities and is forced to move to the Azerbaijan. And in Azerbaijan he wasn't successful too. He was arrested, illegally arrested, was beaten and even tortured. And because of this, in 2008, he, for sure, he must quit from Azerbaijan to the Netherlands.
What brought him to Ukraine eventually?
Yes, the official statement of Mr. Hussein Lee, he's here for preparing his marriage. But now I realize that he has unofficially another goal. As of now, this I can say free about this. He works for TuranTV, the opposition TV, satellite TV channel that is all staff is located in Strasbourg, France, and they are intended to set a Ukrainian branch of that TuranTV here. And the real goal of Mr. Huseynov was to perform all preparations to that ceremony.
Mr. Mazurok, how important and how truthful are allegations that Mr. Hussein Lee was followed while in Kyiv?
Yes, and this is a good question because this is a ridiculous offenses allegedly committed by Mr. Huseynov. The three allegations of crimes: a fraud, presenting false documents, and organizing of illegal immigration. In general, this means that Fikret Huseynov helped to other Azerbaijan nationals who is, I think, in a position to Azerbaijan authorities too, to get asylum seekers status in Netherlands, France, Germany, etc.
Mr. Hussein Lee was detained while trying to leave Ukraine.
Yes.
Why do you think he was allowed to come in?
I think the goal of Azerbaijan authorities was to hold, to arrest him and to expel to Azerbaijan. They couldn't do so if Mr. Huseynov were in the Netherlands, because this is a real European country with a real rule of law. But here in Ukraine, everything is possible. So Fikret experienced a close surveillance on him during his stay here in Ukraine. He entered in Ukraine October 7th, and the red notice in Interpol database appeared October 11th.
Mr. Mazurok, your client, Fikret Huseynli, is a second opposition journalist from another country, detained in Ukraine on an Interpol warrant within just 2 months. In September, a Uzbek journalist, Narzullo Okhunjonov, who had lived in Turkey for 4 years, was detained in Kyiv's Zhulyani airport, and he came to the Ukrainian capital to seek asylum, actually. On October the 18th, he was released from custody, so it seems that everything is fine with him now. But what do you say about the Interpol and authoritarian regimes in this connection? Is Interpol being used by authoritarian regimes to put pressure on their opposition? And what can the Interpol do in this relation?
Unfortunately, the whole Interpol systems became like a hand of that undemocratic states that can just punish their citizens only for being in a position of what they do. Misuse of whole Interpol system became a general practice for Russia, Azerbaijan, unfortunately Armenia and Georgia. I think, and another problem that according to the how the system is organized for now, there is no way to do anything with this, because the procedure is clear. They do absolutely according to the law. Even Interpol system organized the check-in system. Now we work on that with our United States partners, human rights defenders. We would like to, in the quotas, appeal that red note to the Interpol system.
So let's hope that not only the letter but the spirit of the law prevails in these cases. Thank you, Dmytro Mazurok, the lawyer of a Azerbaijani opposition journalist, Fikret Huseynli.